What's going on, y'all? Better send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, but all right, let's go ahead and get into it. Got about 6 minutes till London starts. We're going to be looking at gold. We're going to be looking at GJ. We're going to be looking at the New Zealand pairs and the AUD pairs as well. Let's go with the game plan. All right, we got some retests going down. I didn't enter this. I had this trade idea, but we just had GP news about an hour ago. Just got back on the charts. I had this trade idea marked off, but I did not enter it. So we're either going to wait for retracement or for price to hit the next price level. Got about 5 minutes till London starts. Oh, it's rejecting this level. What's going on, y'all? It looks like it's holding out resistance. Yeah, so we're going to see what this new London candle looks like. Yeah, so depending on how it reacts to this level, we can either see a new low get made or we're going to see the uptrend continue. Depending on how it reacts to this level here. If it rejects this level, we can see potentially a new low get made. But if it breaks above and continues to hold this as support, we could possibly see the bullish momentum continue, because before this month, we were catching buys. As you can see from the buy orders on the screen, we're catching buys all the way up. We're catching sells all the way down. So depending on what it does, basically on this level right here, I want to see kind of determine the direction price will go for the week. But I can't say that 100% for certain. One, because price always changes. And two, because we had Australian news last night. We got Australian news again tomorrow night / tonight. Then we have Australian news again Wednesday. And then, yeah, that's it. So, and it's high impact the next 2 days. So that can really determine, that can really change and influence the market, especially if it's stuck at this level here. So I kind of want to see it break out of this level of traffic in this price range today. That'd be great. So that's what I'm really going to be looking for. And I got to add a few price levels here. So I'm going to do that on my other screen. I'm going to pull up DJ as well. Went for a buy on it last night. Entered it a little too early. Retraced back down to the original position from yesterday, Sunday night. So we're going to look for a possible buy position here. But we're going to be waiting for the London session candlestick to start. That's going to be the game plan right there. Add other levels in my other screen. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Off to a good start this week, though. You can see on your screen how we did last week and how we're doing this week so far. Went 2-0 yesterday. We're going to go over all that in a second. I just need to update these levels really quick. So let me go ahead and do that. Haven't entered anything yet. Waiting for the new candlestick for London session to start. I'm gonna put that level there. Then I'm gonna put a level here. Then we'll put a level here. All right, cool. So we got about a minute and a half to the next 15 starts. We're gonna be watching GJ. We're gonna be watching GA. We're gonna be watching gold. We got Euro news in about 2 hours, and then we got some USD news again today. Gonna be going live with the members today though for the New York news. I may stay on for the Euro news. We won't know yet. We'll see though. But I might stay on for the Euro news. I was on the live yesterday. We've been talking about this level for I want to say since last week, but played a gold ranged all day yesterday. Respecting this level, people was in the chat asking about gold. I was talking about 2022, and you just go to your chart, or if you look right here, I'm going to put this right here onto 2022, just so y'all can see. As you can see, it's been respecting this level and mainly my daily level right underneath it at around 2021.50, and it's been rejecting all day. So you could have caught a few hundred pip, only 100 point, 1,000 pip move here and there multiple times yesterday, but it didn't drop until literally about an hour ago. So I had this trade idea marked off. Again, I didn't enter it, but we're going to be waiting for either retracement or if price can break and hold underneath this magic number we've been talking about as well, which is 2004. Because as you can see, it's been rejecting this level and treating it as support at the same time. But if we go in the bigger time frames, before this drop, this candlestick was green before it rejected the level for the third time. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the news does today. I want to see it get broken out of this out of this range. I want to see it break below 2004. And if it can do that, then we can look for sells. We do got this slight imbalance here, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be leaning for right now. I'm not going to be considering buys unless price can break and hold above to 2022. So that's going to be the game plan for gold. So we can break this level during London session. We might enter a sell here, but if not, we're going to look at the other currency pairs and let it do its thing for right now. Our London session did just start, so we're about to scratch NAS. We're about to pull up these currency pairs right here. We're just joining the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Just looking at the charts, looking at what we see, going over the game plan. So we see GA's retesting this level. It did break below my daily level. It's treating it as resistance. So if we can hold this level, we might go for a sell. But we're going to see how this candlestick goes. We're just 2 minutes in. It's doing a nice retest right now. Got a strong wall of price right here. Kind of looking similar to when we took the EA sell yesterday. Yes, we're going to keep an eye on that right there. We're going to keep it on this screen here. Then I'm going to look at some other pairs on my other screen, but I'm going to keep it GA right here. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so it's retesting. So we're going to wait for it. I got a certain price level. We got the strong wall of price right here as well. As you can see, when price hit this level, rejected, which is causing the retest here. So it's going to take some volume and momentum to break this level. It's not impossible because, again, we took an EA sell yesterday and it struggled a little bit, but it did eventually break through it in the middle of New York session. But then, as you can see, when it hit the final TP in the middle of the zone here, which is why we had this marked off, it did the exact same thing that happened last time. and it rejected that level, did a retest, try one more time, then rejected to the upside, and here is where we're currently at. So on EA is kind of in the middle of the zone right here, but GA is on a pretty good, decent level. But that's pretty much what's going on there. So yesterday was trying to see if we could hold that level and possibly see a new low get made. Right now, we're still stuck and struggling to break through this level of traffic. So now we're kind of just stuck right here. Like I said, we do got Euro news in about 2 hours. So I want to see that news kind of help us break out of this ranginess and either make the new low, which is what I kind of want to see happen, because I won't really be going for buys unless price can break above 63.55, or if I'm gonna be super safe, the daily level around 64.30. But the way price has been moving, I do want to look for sales, and this would be the perfect position for a new lower low to be made. And we've been calling sales for a while on the Euro AUD pairs, and by for a while I mean like the past couple of weeks, because prior, and you hit that first link, free signal room, you can see it as well. It was catching buys on EA and GA until, you know, the rejection here. But that's pretty much what's going on there. Let me pull back up GA, see what's going on there. Yeah, so it's really chilling right here. I'm gonna put it back on a smaller time frame. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. This is just a trade idea. As you can see, it's all the way here. If I'm in a trade, it's going to be on top of the candlesticks. I just have it here. That way I can kind of see what my trade idea is, see the risk reward is decent, and if it's even worth, you know, taking it, even considering taking. All right, but I'm not in this yet. Yeah, so we're looking at GJ. I'm looking at GA right here. We're watching gold. I'm going to be pulling up the indices as well on my other screen. But like always, we're just patiently waiting. We did our analysis, went through all the main pairs we trade. And now we're just trying to determine which ones got the best looking setups. And then we're going to just go from there. Now we're just waiting for price to hit our price levels or break our price levels. Let me mark this off. Yeah, but it is Tuesday, so volume should be picking up. But, you know, volume's not going to be really at its highest until Thursday and Friday. Sometimes Wednesday as well. But we do got news going on all day today. We got 5 o'clock, we got some Euro news, and at 8:30 we got Canadian and USD news. Then at 10 a.m. we got some more Euro news. Then today, just like last night, and then also Wednesday, we got Australian news. So kind of want to see the choppiness kind of end this week, if not by the end of the month, because it was all nice and smooth last month, but this month so far has been choppy. And again, if you just go on the charts, mainly the bigger time frames, you can see what's going on. We're at these levels of traffic, so you know we're hitting these walls of traffic, walls of price. So it's going to take a little bit of volume and work to break these levels, especially on the bigger time frames, because again, if you're on a smaller time frame, these candlesticks are 5 minute, 15, an hour, right? But on the daily, this is a whole day, right? So it's going to be the same thing on a smaller time frame, but you got to understand it's going to take a little while because the candlesticks, right? But you read the daily candlesticks and the daily time frame just like you read the smaller time frame. Yeah, so we're going to keep it back here. We're just watching this. Again, if we can hold this level and reject, we can go for a sell. But we're in no rush because we do got news on this in a couple of hours. Well, no, that's Euro. My bad. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Looks like gold's reattempting to try to break that level. So we're going to see if we can do it. All right, so we're watching GA and gold. I'm going to put gold on this screen. I'll have GA on my other screen. So I'm waiting to see if gold can break and hold 2004. It tapped it right before the live started. But as you can see, it rejected just like it did last time it hit this level on Friday. And just like it did the last time it hit that level on 2 Fridays in a row. So we're waiting to see if we can hold that level, because if we can break and hold that level, we can most likely see the downtrend, or we can at least go for sales. Did a quick drop about an hour ago. Those just joined the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. You see on your screen how we did last week and how we're doing this week so far. We went 2-0 yesterday. I'm going to pull it up on the screen right now because we're kind of waiting for some pairs to do their thing. So we hit that first link, join the free Signal, free Telegram. You can follow along with me. All right, so this is how we did yesterday. So yesterday we took 2 trades. We took an EA trade. We entered both of these trades on yesterday's live. We took an EA trade, and then we took a NAS100 trade. EA, all TPs hit. I always be doing some typos. Let me fix that, y'all. This is like every other day. I be doing it. Be throwing me off because I be like, some words are missing. So let me fix it really quick. Y'all about to see a magic trick. Bam. Boom. Look at that. All right. So all TPs hit. 43 pips caught. The NAS100. TP2 got hit. We caught 4,600 pips or 46 points. Total of 4,643 pips. End of the day 2-0. This is a screenshot of NAS. Also on my story is a screenshot of the signal in advanced play signal room. And then you click right here. It's going to take you to the very top where you see this EA play. You see the time, entry, SL, TPs getting hit, the reactions, how many people viewed and or entered their trade. And then if we scroll up a little bit more, you can see how we did last week. So last week we went 10-1, giving us a 90% win rate. Caught a total of 8,407 pips. Monday, you see we caught 837 pips. Tuesday, 1,515. Wednesday, 2,400. Thursday, 3,135. And then Friday, 520. All right, click here. Same thing. It's going to bring you all the way to the top of the week. You're going to see the entries, all the trades, screenshots of the trades, all that good stuff. And then if you want to go even farther up, you can go all the way to last year. We're about to approach, I think next week's going to be our 1-year anniversary because we started a playbook about a year ago around this time. But actually, I marked it down here. Where is it at? Let me scroll. There it is. Yes, this takes you to the very top. So you just go into free signal room right here. Click here. It's going to take you to the very top, and you can see how we done for over a year. Well, for a year. All right. So you guys want to check that out? Go ahead. But right now we're just chilling, waiting for these setups. GA is slightly rejecting the level, but we're still waiting on that. We got about 3 minutes to the next 15. So we're going to see what that's looking like. You see gold hit this level. You see it's attempting, but it's naturally reacting to this daily level, treating as support. We're waiting to see if it can break below and treat as resistance. I'm going to pull up some other pairs. Let's see if anything else is moving. Let me see what else is going on. See what else is going on. Let's see. So I'm pulling some stuff up on my other screen. Let's see what else is going on. All right, so looking at EN, pretty much the same thing. Depending on what it does within these next 2 hours, I may just wait until the news candlestick pops up and see how the news event affects the market, because it is kind of ranging right here. I had this buy idea set up, but realistically, if we go on a bigger time frame, we can kind of same thing like with EA or GA. Well, both really, we can potentially see a new low get made today. This is a nice little retracement. We're kind of struggling to break and hold below this level of traffic and this key support resistance level. And as you can see, we're kind of chilling here. We got a nice little wick. So we've been playing both sides so far. So depending on this news, And if it can respect or reject this level, we can possibly see a new low get made here. So I am leaning towards sales, but I'm still watching and waiting to see how it reacts to this level, because we could potentially see, a reversal depending on if it can reject or respect this level, right? So that's what we're kind of doing right there. So we're just patiently watch and see how price is doing. Well, not how price is doing, but what price is doing and how it's reacting to that level. But right now it's kind of just playing around, ranging, retesting it, which is pretty normal for when there's news events about to start. But if we go on a smaller time frame, you can see more clearly why we're watching this level. You can see multiple times price treat this level as support or resistance, which is why we're chilling right now, waiting to see how price is going to react to this level. So I'm going to put that back on a smaller time frame. I'm ultimately leaning towards sell. I had this buy idea set up, but I'm leaning more towards sells than buys, if I'm being honest. But we still got to wait and see how price reacts to that level. Gold's still playing around. See what the other pairs are up to. Back up GA. All right, so GA turned red on us. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. But GA just turned red on us. So new 15 just started. So it's trying to break this level. So we got this retest. So we're going to see what this retest looks like. But we might jump into this depending on what this candlestick does. So I'm going to go ahead and post a disclaimer. I'm going to catch you to the comments too. I just want to pay attention to the charts. You already know, unless it's your first time on the stream. In the beginning, I like to just pay attention to the charts, make sure we're not missing anything, because we do go over and look at a bunch of different pairs. We're not just looking at one or two pairs over here. Let me see. Let me catch you to these comments. All right, what's going on, Devontae? I see you in here. It's all good. If you missed yesterday, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're recorded. You can watch the recordings anytime. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you got a chance, they're not too long. On average, an hour and a half to 2 hours. But that's why, I like how YouTube and StreamYard does it. So, it can be recorded. That way you can go over why we took these trades, what we was looking at. Also the important part that a lot of videos don't show is the waiting for the setup and the patience, right? Because you just watch a trade breakdown video or someone doing a scalping video, even with scalp strategies, you still have to wait sometimes for the setup. So that's why I like to do the lives too, so y'all can see in real time and behind the scenes, the whole process instead of just the end result. What's going on, Monty? I see you in here. Yeah, so we can see it's trying to break to the downside, kind of just like EA. This is kind of the same thing that went down with EA yesterday, the EA trade we took. So we see here on a 5 minute is doing some nice rejections. We see some price breaking down, but we also see this wall of price here that is kind of struggling to break, but it's also showing that it is trying to break down to the downside. And of course, we go into bigger time frames. We can see that a lot more clearly. We can see some nice lows being made. Hit this level of traffic is rejecting. So if you can hold this level, especially break this level here at 86.60, which it failed to do yesterday, we can see a new low get made here. So that's what I'm kind of leaning towards right now. Yeah, but it's just retesting again. If it's going to be pushing up, we're looking for sales. We're going to let it keep pushing up, because that's just going to give us a bigger risk reward. That's going to help us catch more pips. That's going to help us out with spread. So there's no issue. I got no issue with that. Yeah, but you see it's doing a retest. It's kind of doing the same thing. So I am going to write this trade idea up just in case we do jump into it. So I don't got to do it on the spot. So just bear with me 1 second, because I can't talk and type. All right, it just doesn't work out well. All right, but if this is your first time on the channel, on the stream, hit that first link in the description, join the free Telegram, see how we did all last week, this week. But also read this disclaimer on your phone. It might seem big, like a big essay MLA format, but it's just 11 sentences, I promise you. and make sure to read it because it goes over how the TPs work, how you should go about trading in general, and a few other things. So make sure to read that. But I'm about to write some trade ideas up because there is a few pairs and setups I'm looking at. So give me 1 second, y'all. Four, five. Yeah, I can do that. Interest. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're gonna keep the eye on that. I'm looking at some other pairs too on my other screen. And see what these other pairs are up to. See the comments too. I'm gonna cut to the comments in a second. But again, if y'all been here before, y'all might have seen it sometimes. Yeah, I definitely saw it last Friday, but when I get to talking, or like when I start breaking stuff down, I go into like teacher mode and I forget about looking for setups. I'll be acting like I'm on live with the members. So give me 1 second. Let's see what gold doing. Yeah, so gold's still trying, but it's not there yet. So we're gonna let gold do its thing. We're gonna leave that alone. See what these other pairs are up to. So I'm gonna go over the indices as well, because I know a lot of y'all like to trade the indices, ourselves included, myself included. Me and the members are currently in a trade. We took a NAS trade yesterday. Like I said, TP2 got hit. We're currently re-attempting to see if we can hit TP3. I'm about to show y'all that right now. But we're in this buy right now. We're just trying to see if we can break these highs from yesterday. So we're going to break this down as well. All right, so we took this buy, we broke this down on yesterday's live, and also if you join the free signal room Sunday, I'm gonna start doing this every Sunday. But Sunday, y'all scroll up to Sunday. This is the Sunday price watch list. I want to watch the pairs we went over. It's kind of playing out as anticipated. All right, but what I want y'all to really pay attention, not just to be like, oh, I'm right, but listen to the stuff I broke down, the stuff I pointed out that helped guide me to my assumptions in the analysis. All right, that's going to help y'all out. All right, because it's going to help y'all out. But we're currently in this. See a nice rejection wick. We jumped in halfway here on this. Why do we go for a buy? Because if we go on the daily time frame and we zoom out, we're clearly bullish, right? Because price only does 3 things. It's either in the uptrend, downtrend, or let me change these colors. Or it is in a sideways market. So it's your job before you take any trade to figure out which one of these 3 prices in, right? So we're on a daily time frame. We're obviously bullish. Lows are being made. So everything's showing us buys. We're gonna go for buys. So we just wait for price to break above that level. Then we enter the buy. Hit TP1 multiple times. Then when the news came out, we did get wicked out, but I re-entered after price broke back above the daily level. That's when TP2 got hit. Then, as you can see, now we're just back to business. I was pointing at the wrong position. My bad. This is the trade position. So we entered here. TP1 got hit. We got wicked out. I didn't get wicked out down here. I got wicked out in profit, but I re-entered after price broke back above this level and then continued pushing up, which is all why it's always important to never just get upset if you're in drawdown or stop loss gets hit. You should know why price went your way. And then when you take a loss, know why price didn't go your way. You shouldn't just take an L and get upset about it. You should try to improve. All right, but you can't improve if you get upset and start pouting. You gotta stay calm at all times so you know what's going down. But we're gonna pull up these other charts because again, I'm getting sidetracked, so I don't want to miss anything. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, so this is still chilling right here. This is still chilling right here. We're gonna pull up gold. See what gold's doing. Yeah, gold's still trying, so we're gonna just let gold do its thing. So Euro New Zealand we was looking at. I think it was Euro New Zealand. Yeah, so it's still chilling at this level here. Yeah, so we're gonna keep it on GA. But these are the main pairs we're looking at right here. Yeah, so it's rejecting that level so far. I'm still watching gold. Yeah, so I'm about to write a couple more trade ideas up. But yeah, we're just patiently waiting. We're just waiting for price to hit our price levels. Because if you just rewind about 10 minutes, we went over why we wait for these price levels. We also went over a lot of stuff in yesterday's live. So going back to you, let me make sure I get. So going back to you, Ryan, make sure to watch yesterday's live, especially because you're a member. All right, make sure to watch yesterday's live when you get the chance, because we went over a lot of important stuff in that live. Everyone watching this live currently and watching the recorded later on, shout out to y'all. Make sure to watch yesterday's live when y'all get a chance, because we went over a lot of important stuff, especially when it comes to news and market structure in general. So make sure to check that out. As long as you don't over leverage your account, use proper risk management, SL shouldn't affect you as much and still leave enough room to recover losses. Exactly. But the big issue is a lot of people over leverage, and there's many reasons, but the main two is one, people don't know how to count pips, and then two, people try to go big or go home because they see all these videos on YouTube, social media of these account flips or people making X amount of dollars. And then when they make an amount that's realistic for their account size, you're not satisfied because you see so many videos of people making hundreds, thousands of dollars, your salary in one day. So in your head, you're trying to make a good number that you think's a good number, but realistically, you made a good amount for your account. So that's the main two reasons people over leverage, because they don't know how to count pips and because they're being greedy, right? But if you just have a good trading plan, and I go over this, actually, I'm gonna link a video because I go over this in this video. All right, this is the trading plan and strategy I use to this day to grow my account and double my accounts. If not in 2 weeks, depending on how the market is, 2 weeks to a month, you can double your account without over leveraging. All right. So let me find that video so I can link it. And then of course, for those watching the recorded, I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can search it up on my page. But let me try to find that video. There it is. I'm dropping it. Yeah. That video is gonna help y'all out. Put it up on the screen once it pops up. Let's see what these other pairs. Are doing. So yeah, starting to reject to the downside. So yeah, but it's kind of playing around. So unless it does like a quick move, I might go for a small position. But realistically, when it comes to like about an hour and a half before the news, I personally would just wait till after news events, because around that time, sometimes I'll do it a little bit earlier, but especially in that little time slot right before the news, they will try to do fake outs and or build orders to mess you up. And that's also a reason why news candlesticks are so volatile. They're not just randomly spiking up and down for no reason. They're literally, after building orders for the past couple of hours, if not the entire day, depending on the day and depending on the news, they do these wicks to take people's buy limits, buy stops, sell stops, stop losses, take profits, or whatever. They're wicking everybody out. They're wicking the swing traders out. They're wicking the people that are trying to do some scalps. They're wicking the people that did fake outs on. They're wicking out the buy limits, sell limits, buy stop orders, sell stop orders. That is why price does all that volatility stuff. It's not just, oh, because the news is causing people are buying and selling. That's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. That's just what they like to tell people, but that's not what's going on. All right, they're fucking people's days up, as you know. You know, we all have stories of getting messed up by news. It's not a coincidence, right? That's what will be going down. So we'll have that right there. But we're just chilling right now. We're just chilling. I'm going to move this over to the side because, like I said, we're not in this trade yet. It's just a trade idea. Let's pull up NAS because NAS is pumping right now. It was just joining the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. This is a trade that we took yesterday, me and the members. But besides that, we're not in anything as of now. All right, make sure that first link in the description, join the free Signal, free Telegram. You see how we did last week. You see how we're doing this week so far. All right, I'm gonna catch you to the comments in a second as well. All right, so make sure to read this disclaimer. It might look big on your phone screen, but it's just 11 sentences. All right, it's just 11 sentences. But this is how we did yesterday. Yesterday we took 2 trades, went 2-0. We called both of these and entered both. We broke down and entered both of these live on yesterday's live. EA sell, all TPs hit, we caught 43 pips. NAS100 buy, we're currently in that. TB2 got hit, we caught 46 points or 4,600 pips. Ending the day, 4,643 pips. 4,600 though strictly with the members. Click here, it's going to take you to the top. You can see the time the trade was entered. My personal entry, SL, TPs, when TPs got hit, how many people viewed or entered the trade, reactions, all that good stuff. Then you're going to see screenshots and signals from the advanced play signal room. And then, of course, this is how we did last week. We're going to go over a few more things as well, but we're just going to pay attention to the charts for right now. Like I said, first link in the description. You can check that out for yourself. Let me catch up to these comments. Let me exit out of this. Yeah, but NAS is pushing to the upside. Going to see if we can break these highs to the left. It's definitely trying. So we're going to see if we can keep on pumping up. Oh, yeah, I didn't forget about y'all watching the recording. All right, this is the video I linked earlier. All right, so make sure to check that out. Best way to grow your account, how to double your account in 2 weeks. And this is not over leveraging. This is not over trading. This is simply basic math, patience, and discipline. That's all it is. And this works on any account size. All right. Make sure to check that out. It's very short too. It's not a long video. It's shorter than your favorite TV show. All right. So make sure to check that out. Never blame the news. It's the ones that they call they, as you say, that's controlling these markets. Yeah. And there is a they, but it's like, you know, people just say they, but realistically, it's the government, the banks, the 1%, whatever you want to say, but it's those people doing it. Because at the end of the day, the news events, they already know what's going on, what they have planned for the news. They're given a piece of paper that they already had typed up and planned to give to whoever they want to read out loud, and then magically price spikes and fluctuate. It's all crap, but a lot of people don't take the time to learn or gain information from themselves. A lot of people are walking around with ideas that aren't even theirs. It's stuff that they were told from growing up, or, you know, from their favorite celebrity or some stupid trend on social media. But a lot of people go around life, their whole life, and it's not even their ideas. It's just their head is filled with other people's ideas, and they don't even know it. which is kind of crazy when you think about it, but it's the reality. What's going on, gaming? I see you in here. What's going on? Yeah, but like, I'm gonna go over it in this live as well, but we went over in yesterday's live. But if you know how to read the charts, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of predict what news is gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Or prepare. Anyone here in the advanced signal room? My boy in here is in the advanced play signal room. What are you trying to like ask for receipts or something? Because you want proof of the advanced play signal room. Because I had someone hit me up yesterday about this too, which I have no problem with, but you want receipts. We can pull up receipts. One that said this now down on today's live. And if we just scroll down to here, if you hit the first link in the description on the free signal room, you scroll up to Sunday night. I broke down literally the trades we took yesterday, a bunch of other pairs. Just watch the video and then look at the chart. You're going to see that most of these pairs I broke down ended up doing exactly. But if you want some receipts from the advanced play signal room, click this pinned message right here. It's going to take you to the top. You scroll down. These are from the group chat. Real people. Again, I can't make 50 accounts and talk to myself. That's not how this works. And I don't got the time to do that. All right. So these are real results, real people, right? Real people. You saw these up 800. These are screenshots. And also the trades that I call from the advanced play signal room. If we just scroll up, right? We just scroll up to here. I said we're eating in the advanced play signal room. Don't miss out any pips. I show you not only the screenshot of the trade, but I show you me calling the signal and the TPs getting hit. But if that's not enough either, whoops, let's exit out of that. You go to my TikTok or my Instagram, and we just hit another TP. So let me hold that thought. Let me notify the members really quick because we just hit TP3. So hold that thought. TP3 hit. All right. So give me 1 second. All right, I just notified the members. Let me adjust this on my end. And then let me pull up the charts to make sure we're not missing anything. All right, so we're moving that up. All right, cool. So let me pull up GA really quick. I'm also about to screenshot my entry and position on this trade and post on my Instagram story right now as well. So go ahead and jump onto my Instagram. And if you don't know what my Instagram is, it's on the bottom of your screen. But also, if you hit the free signal room, right, and you just scroll up to last night, you click here, it's going to take you to my Instagram page. On my Instagram page, I got highlights of student receipts, student results. But I also got a bunch of receipts and student results up here as well. But I'm gonna pull up some other stuff in a second. But give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. So I'm gonna post that in a second. I got a whole highlight thing on my Instagram. And if you go on my Instagram, I got a post. You're gonna have to scroll a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna put it on my story just to make it easier for y'all. All right. But I got a member, shout out to Marcus. But not only after his first week being in there, I gotta find that post. I'm about to just actually post a bunch of receipts on my story right now. So just go on my Instagram. I'm about to post a bunch of receipts on my story. That's what I'm about to do. Give me 1 second. Then where's the other one? But I got a student and a member. He bought the lifetime and he's already funded. He bought the 250K prop firm challenge, not 200K prop firm challenge. Passed it. He passed that last year, like November, December. Before the year ended, he was already up like 10K. The same member, when he purchased the yearly, he started with a $200 account, and in 2 weeks, he turned that to $1,000. I got receipts from other members as well. I'm about to just post it all on my story, but I got highlights on my story as well. Not just the screenshots of people in positions, but testimonials, all that good stuff. So I'm going to post some stuff on my story. So go ahead and hit my Instagram. You can check that out. Explore the Instagram. I got receipts on there. Trying to find one other thing to post to my story. I can't find it. I got so many posts. I need to start doing thumbnails for my post. Give me 1 second, y'all. Where is... Now I'm like determined to find this post. But I got so many posts. It's kind of lost in the sauce. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's on my TikTok because I got it pinned on my TikTok. All right, so you go to my TikTok, which is also on the bottom of your screen. One of my pinned videos on my TikTok is going to break down and show the messages of my boy Marcus, showing that he passed the 200K funded account challenge. He's making money on it. It's literally pinned on my TikTok. It's the first pinned video on my TikTok. My TikTok is on the bottom of your screen, Playmaker Way. You can check that out. So yeah, Instagram's covered in receipts. I just put a bunch of receipts on my story from previous posts. And yeah. And I post stuff in the Telegram every now and then. I don't like to flood it with receipts. I know that kind of sounds weird, but I don't know. But I might start posting a lot because I do have a bunch of receipts that I don't post. But yeah, if you want to see that, you can do that. But again, at the same time, at the end of the day, that's what the free Telegram is for. Like everything's documented in real time, literally day after day, week after week, month after month. You know what I'm saying? Losses, wins, all that. I keep the reactions on, all that, right? You see this one? They were real upset about that one. When you scroll up, you see more reactions, stuff like that. But I'm trying to scroll up. I did the scrolling kind of wrong. Messed it up. Give me 1 second. All right, bam. So we're here. Okay, new month. This is how we did last month. Last month we went 47-5, 92% win rate. Caught a total of 108,599 pips. Same thing. Click here. It's going to take you to the very beginning of April. How we did the first quarter, which is the first 3 months of the year. 199 wins, only 14 losses in the span of 3 months. 93% win rate. Caught a total of 364,733 pips. Same thing. Click you here. Boom. You're at the top of the list. You see everything here. You see the actions, see screenshots of the events. Like I'm very transparent, very transparent. All right. And again, like I said, you click this pin. If you want, you can scroll for over a year's worth of just trades and receipts. All right. It's all here. Everything's here. Yeah. So let me cut you to these other comments. But first, let's go look at these pairs and see what's going down. So GA's rejecting is still kind of chilling here. So we're still waiting for it to try to break this level. Let me switch back to these other pairs. Let's see what's going on. That didn't retest for us or retrace. So we're just going to put that to the side. Now, who's looking at Euro New Zealand? Let's see what Euro New Zealand's up to. All right, so it did break this level. So I was about to meet my rules for a sell, but we do got news in about a couple hours. So we do have to keep that in mind. And let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Gold's still chilling. It's kind of rejecting though. Doing kind of the same thing it did yesterday. So that's pretty much what's going on there. So we'll get back on GA. Let's go to NAS really quick. We just hit a TP. I didn't post on my story yet, but I'm gonna post on my story. Whether before this live ends or after the live. Got NAS still pumping still. All right, cool. So we're chilling right here. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, Devonta. Yeah, but yeah, again, I get it. Trust me, I get it. I get it. That's why I don't take it personal. But that's why I try to keep everything transparent as possible as well. Because trust me, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like especially on TikTok, I be getting people on TikTok. Man, I'll post something. They be reporting my stuff like you're a lie. There's no way you caught this many pips. That's impossible. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, it's not impossible. It's just you haven't done it yet. But I can help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help. But yeah, we're chilling right now. We're blue on NAS. I'm gonna post it right now because I'm not really messing with all the other pairs. New 15 just started. So before I do that, let me go to GA because New 15 just started. Yeah, so this is getting interesting. We might enter something soon. Again, I'm in no rush. Never rush entering a trade. Always wait for your confirmations because again, you don't control the markets. So and plus it's your money. You don't want to just blindly throw your money in the markets and just give it away. But we're gonna keep it right here. We're gonna pay attention to that right there. But let me go ahead and post this on the story really quick. By the way, also, all right, there's a sale. All right, so make sure to, if you do want to purchase anything, because I do have the advanced play, the course, and one-on-one sessions, yearly, lifetime, and monthly subscriptions, use this code 1 year to get 25% off. All right, it's not going to be on the. Usually, I'll automatically adjust the price and the link, but I'm trying something different out. So if y'all do want to join the advanced play or anything like that, make sure to use that code. I'm gonna post that, periodically, but keep that in mind because it's not. I did not discount it like I usually do when we just go to the my link fly and all the links are discounted. I didn't do that this time. Trying something different. But yeah. But let me go ahead and post this stuff on the store. I am watching this though. It looks like it's trying to drop to the downside, so we may enter it in a little bit. Let's see. But let me go ahead post this on the story. And then members, we're going to go live today for the news. I'm going to send that link out later today. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't really like swing trading, but I've been doing that all month. Really, it's not really by choice. It's just what I'm saying. Again, we don't control the price, so sometimes price is going to take a while to hit the TPs, which is why you should always be looking at a chart. A good example of that is, nobody take it personal if you're watching this, but just take a learning lesson, right? So we took a GJ sell. Let me scroll up. Yes, we took a GJ sell on Friday, right? We was in drawdown. Well, you can see here, we entered this at 5:17 a.m. We didn't hit the first TP until 3 hours, almost 4 hours later. So these reactions weren't here for. There was a bunch of thumbs downs and stuff. But the reason why the person was putting the thumbs down was because we was in drawdown for 3 hours. But if we go to the thing, where was it? I think it was right here. No, it was this one. So this was the first position. This is the second one. So it's not going to look right because I adjusted the levels. All right, so it's going to look a little weird because I adjusted the levels because we trade off these levels. I adjusted the levels, so these were adding up last week. But we entered the trade here. We hit the first TP, then we were in drawdown. So this is the SL right here. Obviously, the SL got hit later on, but before, while I was in drawdown, we were just about halfway in the red. But if you're not looking at a chart, especially we don't have these positions, these long and short positions, which I suggest everybody use, especially on TradingView, which I also recommend everybody use to trade. Or, if you use the MT4 on the computer, whatever the case may be, I still recommend using TradingView. But we weren't even halfway in the drawdown, but people were getting upset. And the main reason is what we went over at the beginning of the stream, which goes back to the over leveraging. Shout out to you, Devonta. Those people were doing probably one of the two: over leveraging because they don't know how to count pips, or because they're trying to go big or go home. Or the third one, which this doesn't go into it, but it goes into the emotions part. They didn't like the red number on screen, right? But that's why I always say don't look at screen. If you're in a trade, you should be on the charts because you enter the trade based off the charts. So why do your analysis, enter a trade, and just stare at your phone screen, knowing when you first enter a trade, you're going to be red because of spread. So why just stare at your screen instead of stare at the screen with your chart on it? Because that's what you based your decision to even enter the trade on. You get what I'm saying? But I also think that person probably closed and got upset because, we hit TPs and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. And the reason why I didn't go for this is because when we started the live, it was already up here. I'm going to go over this on the live with the members in a few hours to break down re-entries. Because like I said, we did take a buy here. It rejected. I did re-enter here. And I am currently up. Actually, we can break it down right now. I'm going to still go over with the members. But before we do that, let me not get sidetracked because y'all know I get sidetracked. So actually, we're going to keep it on here. If price gets slow, well, I might break it down later, depending on what happens. But I'm kind of liking this right here. It's rejecting nicely. Yeah, so let me write this trade idea up. Yeah, so depending on what happens, I might break that back. But I am going to break that down with the members for sure. But I might do it on this live too. But we're going to pay attention to this first. We got a lot of stuff going on. We just hit another TP on NAS as well. So let me go ahead and let the members know on that. We got a lot of stuff going on. We just hit another TP on NAS. Let me go ahead and let the members know. We just hit TP4. Let me go ahead and let the members know. TP4 hit. All right, cool. Yeah, so NAS is pumping up right now. So we'll put the next TP in. 450. All right, cool. So that's pumping up. So let's go on a bigger time frame. A nice rejection wick retest, pumping up, making a nice new high. So again, like I said, I broke this down on yesterday's live, but also on the Sunday night video. So make sure to watch this video. Sorry about the reaction. Make sure to watch this video right here, all right? Because we broke down a lot of stuff. And I want y'all to really pay attention to the stuff I'm explaining or going over to explain why I'm looking or seeing what I'm seeing, okay? Because I want y'all to train your eyes to see the charts that way. Because again, like we went over at the beginning of the stream, there's only 3 ways price moves. But before we do that, let me look at these other pairs. And I see the comments too. I'm gonna catch up to the comments. But you know, these charts aren't gonna pull out a seat and be like, oh, he's spitting right now. Let me see what he's talking about. You know, the market's still gonna keep doing what it's doing. So let me make sure we're not missing anything. All right, so Ian's doing a retest for us. Let me pull that up for y'all. So Ian's is doing it like almost a picture perfect what I want to see it do. All right, so we broke that. It's doing a retest right here, kind of like what we're seeing GA do. So we're looking at possible EN sales. We do have orange folder news in about an hour, so definitely do keep that in mind because again, with the news, right before the news, sometimes it will pump in your direction, and then when news starts, it'll continue to dump that way. But 9 times out of 10, fake outs and stuff will occur the candlestick before and the hour before. So do keep that in mind. It's definitely higher risk to enter a trade an hour before the news starts. Yeah, so it's definitely struggling to break this up, but it is trying. So we're going to see what this next candlestick looks like because the new 5 minutes started and it's about to be the 4 o'clock hour. Those that know about the 4 o'clock hour know, especially with the GBP pairs. That's just one of those hours, EST by the way, but that's just one of those hours where you can see some volume pump into the markets. So we're going to look for that. But yeah, but Ian's looking nice right now as well. Gold's rejecting that level. It's probably not going to break any of those levels till right before news or pre-market. Wouldn't be too surprised if that's the case. Would not be surprised if that's the case. All right, let me catch up to these comments. Yeah, no, and that's just the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing, because I go this a lot. Like if you watch any of my videos or watch any of my lives, no indicators. I have indicators up here, but I don't use them. And of course, when y'all see me on live, y'all never see me pull any of these out because one of the indicators, some indicators are literally set to mess you up, especially if you are on smaller time frames. Looking at the indicators, if you're going to use an indicator, I would suggest to only take seriously what the indicator, depending on what indicator you use also. But I only would use them on the bigger time frames, the daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour. But I still wouldn't base my decision on the indicator. You know what I'm saying? An indicator should be an extra confirmation. You should not have a strategy strictly based on indicators or make your decision solely off what an indicator says. If this line color covered this line or this line is making a heart or hugging each other, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because most indicators are late and delayed, and they won't really cross those lines or tell you sell or buy until after a few lows or highs already got made. You know what I'm saying? And also, when we're in choppy conditions like this, but let's just pull it up and see. Yeah, so when we're in choppy conditions like this, as you can see, it's going to just keep on crisscrossing and flip-flopping because, again, it's trying to tell you after a move already happened, right, what's going on. So it's really always kind of delayed. So you never want to use these. You want to train your eyes to read the charts. You want to take your time to learn how to read the charts because, like we went over before, we enter based off what the candlesticks do. At the end of the day, indicator or not, we're entering based off what the candlesticks are doing, and we make money based off what the candlestick does, whether it goes up or down, and whether we put sell or buy, right? So It's madness to me that so many people refuse to take the time to learn how to read candlesticks and read the charts. Because again, it might be challenging at the beginning, but once you learn it, it's literally rinse and repeat. You look for the same setups every day. Price does the same few things every day. Price hits the same levels or price hits levels at key levels every day. It's literally rinse and repeat once you take that month or two to learn how to read the charts, right? Trust me. And this is why we wait for confirmations too, because as you can see, it's still struggling to break this level. You see this line right here. Literally notice how one, price had touched this line, then rejected to the downside, right? Then two, how we literally see price rejecting and closing right above this line, which is why we're waiting to see if price can hold this level, right? Now, again, price did it this candlestick, but like I always say, it's important where the candlestick goes, but it's more important where the candlestick closes. So we're on the 15-minute time frame. So if there's about 5 minutes left before the new 15, I would recommend wait for the next 15. Because look, what if we would have entered here? We would have been an immediate drawdown the next candlestick, right? And the people would be about to crap themselves right now. So that's why it's very important to never feel pressure to hurry up, enter a trade. Never feel like it's supposed to be a set amount of time or certain time limit of play it's supposed to play out, or set supposed to play out. Just understand what levels you're waiting for, know why you're waiting for those levels, and then just patiently wait. But that's another thing. A lot of people don't understand why it's so important to wait for these levels, right? So since nothing's really going on, we can go over that. But let me pull up these other pairs really quick. Before I go into that. Let me pull up these other pairs before I go into that. All right. I'm not missing anything. Price is still ranging. NAS is still pumping up. I'm going to pull up EN as well. Again, same thing. Like I said, I literally was like, I literally said it with this too. Just rewind 6 minutes. I literally said, we're going to wait for the 4 o'clock candle in the next 15. Now we see price rejecting back up, right? Same thing I said, we're going to wait for the next 15. And look, price is rejecting. Now, granted, it could come back down. But again, this is why I don't really enter off touch and goes or breakouts. So yeah, we're waiting. But you see it's still hitting this low and reacting. So it could break back below. But this is why you always just want to wait for these confirmations and wait to see how the candlestick closes, right? But yeah, we're just chilling right now. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Still in NAS, though. NAS is pumping. Waiting to see. It broke those highs to the left that we was talking about as well. Those that have been here since the beginning. I said we want to see if we can break these highs to the left. We broke these highs to the left. So now we're about to see if we can hold a position above this. Right. So now we're going to see if we can hold a position above this. Treat this as a support and continue to stack up just like price did here. Price broke above this level, right? So this is what happened here. We have all this level of traffic, these walls of price. Price hit this level, rejected. We can't see what it is right here. Rejected. Price came back, struggled to break this level, rejected. Came for round two, broke that level. Now it's treating this level as a support. Did that retest at the beginning of the stream. Boom, now it's breaking above. So now we're going to try to see if price can hold this level and continue to stack above and continue to climb up. Right? That's all price really does. That's all price really does. There's these key price levels on every time frame, on every pair. You just gotta know how to identify them. I got plenty of videos on my YouTube channel. I can help y'all out. I might pull up that up in a second. But we're about to put this back up. Let's see if we can hold this level. So we're gonna move this over because again, we're not in this trade. It's just a trade I did. And then let me get back to these comments. All right, cool. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Me and the members are in a trade right now. We're in NAS100. TP4 just got hit. Right now, we're waiting for some other setups. We took a GJ buy last night. SL got hit, but I re-entered at the level underneath it. So, like I said, we're going to go over that too. We're going to go over this in the live with the members. We're going to go more in depth with it. But again, that's why you always want to understand what's going on. We took a buy here. Stop loss got hit. Instead of just being mad, like, dang, I took a loss. Let me just take a break for the day. No, you go on the charts and understand why. But before you enter a trade, you should treat it like chess, right? With chess, before you make a move, you have to plan things out. You got to think of all the scenarios. If I move my bishop here, then their queen can do this, or their knight can do this, or they got two pawns here, they can hit me here, this, and that. You got to think about all the different scenarios, basically like 3 steps ahead. And if you want to be really good, 5 steps ahead, but then think of 3 different scenarios for all those 5 different steps. Like you have to think about, if I do this, this could happen, or this could happen. Or if I don't do this, this could happen, this could happen. It's the same thing with trading, right? Same thing with trading. Price only does 3 things. Price only does 3 things. Really, it does 2 things. It goes up or down, right? But if we go further in depth, price does 3 things. It's either going to be an uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation, or what people call also a sideways market, which is when it's just ranging like this, right? So you have to first identify what we're in. We're in A, B, or C. Then after you know what we're in, then you need to figure out what part of the cycle we're in. Higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, or this. This is when the key price levels comes into play. You got to wait for price to break out, because when price is ranging like this, it's going to break out. But you want to wait for price to break out and either treat the level as a support or break out to the downside. You know what I'm saying? And treat the level as resistance. That's what you want to see. You want to wait for the price to break out of this level. All right. But same thing with this. When you enter a trade, that's what the stop loss is for one. But also, if a trade goes your way, know why it went your way. If a trade didn't go away, know why it didn't go your way. Here's a perfect example. I went for a buy. Why did I go for a buy there? Because before it rejected, it was holding this level, as we can see on the right here. So this is what price did during London, New York yesterday. This is kind of what it did the end of New York. Then this is Tokyo session last night. So because it was treating this level as support for a while, we went for a buy here, because again, it was strictly bullish. We can't see it here, but if we go on a bigger time frame, which we'll go in a second, everything was showing us buys. But price rejected this level. But we had all these levels marked off, and as you can see, all these levels are repeatedly being treated and respected as support or resistance levels, which is why we trade off these levels. If we're looking for buys, we want to enter off a support level. If we're looking for sells, we want to enter off a resistance level. So price hit my stop loss. I went over the charts. Why I hit my stop loss? Okay, rejected this level, and because of news. But then also have this support level underneath here, which is on the daily level. So it's the same thing. So it's like, all right, I'm still looking for buys. Stop loss got hit because it rejected that level, but this is a daily support level. This was a 4-hour level. So when it hits this level, 9 times out of 10, it's going to repeat itself, right? You look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present, what potentially can happen in the future. So let's go on a bigger time frame for this example. Actually, yeah, we can use this example. right? Let me use this example. Actually, I like to use this pair. This is more of an extreme example. We're gonna go in the daily time frame. But before I do this, let me go ahead and look at these charts really quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. So give me 1 second. See what these pairs are up to. We'll just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. We'll go ahead and hit that first in the description, join the free Telegram. You see on the screen how we did yesterday and last week. I'll pull it up and go over that again in a second after I get done with breaking this down. So give me 1 second. See what these pairs are up to. GA rejected that level. So we're still chilling. All right, cool. So we ain't missed nothing. All right. So we're gonna go on the naked chart. And y'all just joined the live. I'd recommend rewinding at least 5 to 10 minutes so you understand what we're talking about right now. All right, so we're going to the daily time frame. So I had this level marked off. I probably went over this. Well, I know I went over this with a member in a one-on-one session. All right, so I have this level. We can clearly see here how price hit this level, treating it as a support. Then we see here how price is treating the same level as resistance. Then we see here price treating the same level as support, right? So this was May 11th. This was April 10th. This was March 27th, right? So we zoom out, we see the same blue line getting treated as a resistance level here. This was in April 2021, 2 years ago. We scroll to the left some more. We see the same level being treated as a support and resistance level. Guess what year this is? This is December 2017, right? And we keep on zooming out, and this is October 2012. But let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it is being treated as a resistance level. This is July 2012. This is July 2011. And if I renewed the paid version, I have a video. This is 2009, but I have a video on my YouTube titled "Why It's Important to Backtest" or "Why Backtesting is So Important." I'm gonna pull it up in a second. But the same pair, I had a level marked off, and it literally was treating the same level as a support and resistance since the stock market opened in the 80s or 90s. So check that video out. But I show this when we're on the daily time frame, and two, price has been doing the same thing since 2012, if not longer. So if we see price has been doing it for over a decade, and we see it's been doing it even this year, why would we not trade off these levels? You know what I'm saying? So that's why, and again, when you do your back testing and you see for over a decade it's doing this, you'll feel more confident to be more patient to wait for setups and wait for price to hit these levels, because you see in your face that price respects these levels and these levels are valid for over a decade. So that's why we trade off these levels. All right, there's these levels on every chart, every time frame. If there's a chart, it's got these levels. This works on crypto. This works on indices, obviously, because we're up in NAS right now. This works on Forex pairs, obviously. And it works on gold and metals, obviously, because, you know, we've been taking gold trades all year. But yeah, that's why we trade off these levels. So GA is rejecting that. So we're just going to move this over to the side and just observe this. Because like I said at the beginning of the stream, all right, and y'all just joined the stream, I do recommend rewinding to the beginning, whether that's right now or after I end the live. I'm not in the end right now, though. I'm saying I'm in the, because we went over a lot of stuff. But again, looking at the daily time frame, if price can hold this level as a support, we can possibly see the bullish momentum continue and kick back into place. So that's what we're looking at right there. But we see yesterday and on Friday, it tried to do that. It rejected this level, so it could reattempt to try to break and hold this level, which it looks like it's trying to do right now. Because also we see price hit this level yesterday, then rejected. So that's also a telling sign that we can possibly see the bullish momentum kick back in place. Because again, before this month, we was catching buys. We caught this entire uptrend. And this thing started in February. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's also important to be on the bigger time frames, because you won't see this on a 5-minute chart. You got to be on the bigger time frames to be able to see the overall flow and direction of price, right? We're on the daily. Let's just go on the 15 we're always on. Look how far it zoomed us in. We saw all the way to February. Now this is literally just May 12th, last Friday. And you don't even see even close to what we see on the daily time frame, which is why it's so important to do a proper top-down analysis. All right, the new 15 just started. I'm looking at EN. EN so far is holding that level as a resistance. I'm going to show y'all on my screen right here. But again, we do got news in about 45 minutes. So I'm just going to watch this until after to see what's going on. And again, like I said, it's playing around. It's building orders right now, possibly to mess people up that entered beforehand. So we're just going to be chilling on that. GA, as we just saw, rejected to the upside. So we're going to wait to see how it reacts to that level. Want to wait at least this 15 to see how price reacts. Just went over EN. Let's pull up gold one more time. I'm going to catch her to the comments in a second. Yeah, so gold's retracing back. So we're going to move this over. So we're going to wait for price to either come back to 2014 or break 2004. That's what we're looking at right there. So we're going to let that do its thing. So we're going to pull back up NAS. NAS. There we go. Yeah, so now, like we just went over about 20 minutes ago, it's doing exactly what I was talking about. It's trying to hold this level to potentially continue to push up. So that's what's going on there. All right, y'all, make sure to hit that like button too, because we went over a lot of stuff. All right, we went over a lot of stuff. We may have not entered any trades, but we broke down and went over a lot of stuff. Because again, trading isn't just about entering trades. There's a lot of stuff you gotta understand before trading, into being able to enter a trade in general. All right, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. On the bottom of your screen, at @playmaker_away. Let me make sure it's on there. No, it's not. There it goes. I had the wrong banner up. All right, so make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at @playmaker_away. All right, TikTok Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post the rest on Instagram. But make sure to follow me on both. We're almost at 1,000 followers on TikTok. Once I get 1,000 on TikTok, I'm going to be going live on there. It's going to be outside of London session. It's going to be, I got a lot of stuff planned, but I can't do it until I get 1,000 followers. So help your boy out. Make sure to hit that like button too if y'all learn something new on this live. All right. Or if you just want to show love, that's what's up too. All right. Shout out to everybody on the stream. I'm not going to hop off yet. All right. If you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram too. All right. At playmaker_way. I respond to all messages. All right. There's no such thing as a stupid question. But all I ask is, you can say what's up and stuff. Introduction is cool and all. But just to help make everything efficient, because I do get a lot of messages, have your question in that first message as well. That way, when I do get to you, I can respond then, whether versus, I get that message and be like, hey, I got a question. And I respond. And then, you might be doing something. So it might take you a couple hours to respond back to me. And by the time you respond, I might be doing something. So then, it's going to take a long time for me to get back to you. So that way we can just be efficient and help each other out that way. All right. But don't be shy. Again, it can be about trading, questions about trading. It can be about any of the memberships, anything like that. Or if you just want to say what's up, that's cool too. You can also hit me up on Telegram as well. All right. But we're just chilling right now. Ian's rejecting that level as well. Yeah, GA is playing, is retesting the daily level. Let me pull that up as well. So this is what GA is doing right now. So it's retesting this level. So we're just keeping an eye on that right there. New 5-minute did just start. Got 10 minutes to the next 15. Got 40 minutes till Euro news pops off. But we're just chilling right now. Me and the members are in NAS right now. That's the only trade we're in currently. Waiting for these other confirmations and setups. But we're just chilling right now. What's going on, Successful? I see you in here. Haven't seen you in a minute. Well, I haven't seen you comment in a minute. Hope you're doing good. It is Tuesday though, so acting like it's like Friday or something. Yeah, but we're just chilling right now. All right, those are just joining the stream. Make sure that first thing to. All right, make sure to read this disclaimer too. This goes over not just how the TPs work, but some things you need to know about trading in general. Now, some of this stuff might seem like common sense, but just think about it. Do you do all this stuff? Probably not. So it's just a reminder, okay? Because again, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, or people do forget sometimes. And again, especially with trading, money on the line, emotions can get high, all right? But like usual, always use proper risk and don't over leverage. Every trade is not guaranteed to go all the way to the final TP or in our favor. Every trade I do post is one I personally entered. So before entering any trade, do your own chart analysis. See, one, if price is still near my entry and no TPs got hit, or two, that you see the same thing I'm seeing. And in every trade signal I post, all right, I always post my personal entry as a reference for that exact reason. All right, so I always post my personal entry. That's my entry after spread and all that good stuff. So I always post my all trades for that reason. Like, always stick to your trading goal and don't get greedy. Once it's blue, it's on you. Profit is never yours until you move SL in profit or close the trade. Okay, because again, going back to here, not every trade is guaranteed to go all the way to the final TPR in our favor. And a lot of times they be winning trades, myself included, and you end up holding it, being greedy, FOMO, whatever the case may be, and then boom, price retraces or rejects, and you went from blue to red, and instead of closing or getting wicked out, you're like, no, I'm going to see if it's going to keep pushing more. And then when you go red, Now you're crossing your fingers hoping it goes back to even $2 or 10 pips in profit or back to where it originally was. So to avoid that, secure profits after a certain amount. Don't be afraid to get wicked out because you can always possibly re-enter because price always retraces. Right, price retraces. So never be afraid to get wicked out because at the end of the day, the goal is to make money, not lose money or throw it away to the markets. All right. When the TP is hit, it'll either reject or break through. So keep on your chart. So that's why I always do my best. So as soon as the TP is hit, to notify y'all. But I'm not perfect. Sometimes I be doing other stuff in meetings, sleep, or whatever the case may be. So, but I do try my best to notify y'all as soon as the TP does get hit. And then, of course, I recommend risking 1 to 5% of your account per trade. Okay, we're not trying to go for home runs. Our strategy has a high success rate, high win rate. All right, so because of that, there's no reason to try to risk 20% or go for home runs, right? As we can see, as I scroll up, last week we had a 90% win rate. We go to the week before that, we had a 77% win rate. We go to the week before that, we had this is the month. Last month we had a 92% win rate for the month. We go to the week before that, 93% win rate. We go to the week before that, 100% win rate. We go to the week before that, 100%. So you get what I'm saying? So because our win rate is so high, there's no reason to, risk too much, right? Because we're winning more trades than we're losing. So there's no reason to do anything silly like that. All right, so let's fast. I want to stay on for this next 15 to see what happens here. So price did break above this level. So EA is GA is similar to what we went over with EA, kind of in the same situation. Depending on really how price reacts to this level, we could either see the downtrend begin or the uptrend continue, just like we went over with EA. If it rejects this level and can break this low here around 86.60, we could potentially see a lower low get made. But if it can respect this level like it's been doing so far, we could possibly see the bullish momentum kick back into place. Because just like with EA, same thing. Bullish. All right, so that's pretty much what's going on there. So we're waiting to see kind of what it's doing there, how it's reacting. Because as you see, both of these levels is rejecting. So it's kind of playing pinball right now. So we want to see it break one of these levels and continue going, up or down. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right there. Price ranging around, it's underneath that wall. So you're still learning. And that's the thing, like even with me, what I'm saying, like again, the basics I got down, but you always gotta adapt. There's always gonna be new challenges and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things. Like with trading, trading is really gonna tell you a lot about yourself. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself trading. You know what I'm saying? In life in general. So don't feel anything. But again, like I said, like I say all the time, I used to do sports back in the day. I used to play instruments. I used to do a bunch of stuff. But on the track, on the field, athletes, you guys know, or if you're any field, whether you dancing, board games, sports, video games, whatever the case may be, when you're good or something like that, varsity, whatever, average, whatever, there's always going to be someone that's trying brand new and they're trash, right? There's always a few people that, I'm going to try it out and they're trash at the beginning, but they come to practice every day and over time you see that they improve. They might not become varsity. They might become a starter. They might still be bad, but they improve. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say that I've never seen somebody genuinely try consistently day after day and not see any improvement. You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody's learning curve is different. You know, some people come across this channel and they have, you know, a couple of years of trading under their belt, so they know some basics. Some people find this channel and are brand new, you know, or some people, they might have this down, but they struggle with discipline, or they might have this down, but they kind of struggle to, you know, identify the trend, or, you know, there's always, you know, everybody's learning curve is different. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad about that. All right, we're gonna wait for this candlestick to close. All right, members watching the stream, y'all should have S on profit. All right, this is a winning trade. Nobody should be closing this trade red. What was it? Yeah, so price still playing around right here. Let's pull up EM. Yep, so this was just green. Now it's rejecting back down. So yeah, still treating as low as resistance. So I am still leaning towards sells on this one. But confirmations haven't been met. And there's news in about 30 minutes. All right, y'all. So make sure to hit that like button, y'all. If y'all ain't subscribed, make sure to subscribe because we don't just live trade, live stream every day. London session 3 and EST. Oh, there goes my alarm. But we also have a bunch of videos on the channel, from trade breakdowns, trading psychology videos, prop firm videos, trading plan videos, all types of stuff. I'm actually going to pull it up right now so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Shout out everybody watching the live too. Let me go to my channel. All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, so actually, do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Cool, whatever. So new 15 just started. So before we get started, we see EM's attempting to try to break this level. So we want to see if it can break this level, but not just break it, but hold underneath that level. But again, we do have orange folder news for the Euro pairs in 30 minutes, so do keep that in mind. But I got videos from a 200 account flip challenge. I have a 168 pip trade breakdown. I got 5 mistakes every forex trader should avoid. I got a video on risk to reward. I got a 240 point trade breakdown. I got a video on how to trade news. I got a video 3 things you need to do before entering any trade. I got a video 5 tips that made me profitable. Another 150 pip trade breakdown, 200 pip trade breakdown, how to pass a profit firm in 3 days, 100 pip strategy I use, 5 things started to do that made me profitable, 2,300 pip gold trade breakdown, 350 pip oil trade breakdown, 5,000 pip gold trade breakdown, 50,000 pip or 500 point US30 trade breakdown, how to properly back test. This is the video I was talking about before. Support resistance video strategy, support resistance strategy video, I should say. Top 5 tools to use on TradingView. All right, these are the tools that y'all see me use on live every day. All right, these tools right here, I go over that in that video. Let me pull that back up. 270 point trade breakdown, another trade breakdown. This video goes over how to double your account in 2 weeks without over leveraging, more trade breakdowns, all types of stuff. So a bunch of videos with a tons of value. They're all shorter than your favorite TV show. So make sure to check those out, definitely. All right, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see it on the bottom of your screen. Instagram is Playmaker Way. TikTok, no, Playmaker _ way. TikTok's Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok because people report me and or they take it down sells. It's a combination of both. So I post a lot of the other stuff on Instagram. So you want to see screenshots, receipts, testimonials, all that stuff. That's going to be on the Instagram. All right, we're almost at 1,000 followers on TikTok though. So make sure to follow me on TikTok too. Because once I hit 1,000 followers, I'm going to be going live on there as well. All right, if you're interested in learning how to identify these levels, these lines on your screen, and my trading strategy, join the Advanced Play Signal Room. All right, make sure to use the code in the free Signal Room to get 25% off. All right, members, like I said, we're going to be going live for the news during New York. So we're going to be going live. I'm going to send that link out. We're going to be live for the Canadian and USD news, and we're going to be going over a few things. So be on the lookout for that. Also do one-on-one sessions, and I do have the course. The course isn't just a Forex course. It's literally how to read the charts, all right? Because, again, the strategy works on anything with the chart. So this works on crypto, gold, Forex, indices, all that stuff. But it also comes with my buy and sell limit strategy and indicators as well, even though, again, like y'all know, I'm not a fan or advocate for indicators. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said, the details for all that stuff, I got it all in the Telegram. But if y'all want details or further details or questions, y'all can hit me up on that. Like I said, I don't really like promote that stuff. I just got the stuff there, you know what I'm saying? And I just show my results, and then people want to learn, they come. Which is kind of crazy because I am running a business, so I should try to promote my stuff more, but I really don't. Maybe I'll try. But anyways, shout out to all y'all watching live. I appreciate y'all that hit the like button, especially the ones that hit the like button every day. I do see y'all and appreciate y'all. Gonna be back at it tomorrow, same time, and we out. Wait, let me catch up to these comments real quick. Facts. Okay, cool. I need that how to trade news video. I got you. I'm gonna link it right now. I got you. How to trade news. All right, I'm gonna link both. So I'm gonna link this one, and then the second one I link. No problem, gaming. I see you in here. So here's that one. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna DM you. The second one. All right, so check that one out. I'm gonna DM you the part 2. All right, if I can find you, I got you. I'm gonna DM you part 2 right now. All right, so watch the first video in here, and then the video I send you, watch that after this video. All right, and if you need the link for the first video, again, just hit me up. All right, bet. And again, those watching the recorded, I just go to my channel on my page. The video is literally titled that. It's titled How to Trade News. So you just gotta click that. Just go on my page and you'll find that, and then y'all be straight. What the heck? A spider came out of nowhere. You're on my side. If you're outside, I wouldn't care, but you're messing with me, so you gotta go somewhere, buddy. You gotta go somewhere. Dang, that thing moving quick. All right. Yeah, so that thing's rejecting that level. So y'all just joined the stream. We didn't enter anything. We went over a lot of good stuff though. So I do recommend rewinding to the beginning. Yes, I said the beginning. But of course, you don't got time. It is recorded, so you can always come back to it. But yeah, we out. I have 100K accounts. I reached the. Let me know if you need promo. Okay, yeah, DM me. We can talk about something. Yeah, because I've been thinking about starting ads again. Because I haven't been running any ads, to be honest. This has been all organic for like the past 8 months. So I actually been thinking about it. So hit me up, and we can see. But I am planning to start running some ads soon. but I've been doing some other stuff because I am moving next week. So there's that. I'm still gonna have everything in the EST time just to keep, just because we've been doing that for a year. But I am gonna be in a different time zone. I'm gonna be 3 hours back. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop off. Let me just see what these pairs are doing before we hop off. Yes, we're checking that thing. Can we look at NAS? All right, cool. All right, yeah, we out. All right, that's a bet.